Hey YouTube, Freedom for Kaz here. I'm going to be making my second video today, and this is going to be in connection with the first video. In fact, I might even put it as a video response to the first video. But anyway, my point is that this video is going to be about the oil spill in the Gulf and what's going on with that. In fact, I'm going to have a couple links, and let's look at those links. Okay. First thing is that Obama has he signed an executive order forming a commission to investigate the oil spill. Investigate. All right. Now he talks about what he's been doing since the oil spill happened. The oil spill happened on April 20th. All right. Now if you listen to the video, it says this is an environmental disaster, which is fine. He talks about using the best minds and the best technology to solve this problem. He talks about the 1,100 vessels that are in the Gulf Coast trying to contain the spill. He talks about the 24,000 people that have been deployed in the Gulf area to take care of the situation. He also continues in talking about the 2 million feet of boom that is being used to collect the oil that's on the surface. But he's more concerned about the who and the why. He's not concerned about the solution. He's not concerned about capping it off. And if you watch this video, you'll see that. He doesn't say anything about BP and the donation that BP gave him when he was running for president for this country. He talks about future spills. He talks about future laws, future guidelines, future this, future that, so this don't happen again. And this also, along with this oil spill, it proves that there never was an oil shortage. If there was an oil shortage, they would have capped this thing 3 days, 2 days after it happened. This thing would have been done already. But here's the most disturbing part. He doesn't talk about the solution. The only thing he talks about is what we're going to do to collect the oil, what we're going to do to try to keep the Gulf clean, what we're going to do for this, what we're going to do for that. He never said anything about how we're going to stop the oil from coming out of this volcano in the Gulf. But here's even something that's even more disturbing is the next link that's going to be underneath. Okay? And I'm going to read this to you. It says New Orleans, this is by the AP under the Fox News channel. This says the gooey oil washing into the maze of marshes along the Gulf Coast could prove impossible to remove, leaving a toxic stool lethal to fish and wildlife and humans, government officials and independent scientists said. Officials are considering some drastic and risky solutions. Okay? Drastic and risky solutions. But that's not the most disturbing part. The most disturbing part is a paragraph or two below those comments. Now listen to this. It says, the only viable option for many impacted areas is to do nothing and let nature break down the oil spill. Let me repeat. The only viable option for many impacted areas is to do nothing and let nature break down the oil spill. Well, if anybody knows anything about oil, you've seen the videos on YouTube. You've seen what it's doing to the tortoises, the fish, the shrimp. Everything is being affected in the Gulf. What people don't realize is that the businesses that are going to be affected are going to be closing. The fishermen, the fishing has been shut off in the Gulf. The fishermen are going to lose their businesses. The stores and restaurants are going to close because they thrive on that food down there. That is what they sell. Okay. Here's my point. People, if you can't figure out the food shortage that's going to come from this, okay. Granted, it's only seafood. Okay. But seafood is anywhere, I'm going to guess, from 10 to 25% of the food chain for us humans. Okay? I know, I love eating seafood. I usually eat some kind of seafood at least once a week. Well, you know, here's the situation. If Obama was truly cared about jobs, if Obama truly cared about businesses, if he truly cared about repairing the economy, and if he truly cared about this oil problem, he would be doing something about it. He would physically be doing something about it. He would go down there and visit. He would go down there and look at it. He would really try to find a solution to cap this thing off. It's like the one video said. It's like having a 24-inch diameter fire hose and putting a straw at the end of it and trying to collect the oil. Okay, well that ain't gonna happen. We're spewing 2 million gallons of oil into the Gulf a day still. and there's nothing being done about it. Here's my last thought. The video I sent out earlier today talked about the North American Union between Mexico, United States, and Canada. Okay? Now you think about it this way. This disaster is going to affect a lot of people. This disaster is going to affect a lot of people with their drinking water, with the food they eat, and things like that. This is going to affect medical because once a hurricane comes through or that oil starts dispersing and getting into the air, people are going to breathe that in and they're going to get deathly sick. Okay? It's going to be, the toxicity in the air is going to be unbelievable. So here's my point. Again, a video I put out a week ago said that this is all part of the agenda, and I still stick to that word. This is all a part of the agenda. It is. If they wanted to do something about it, they would have done something about it. It is amazing to the timing of when this thing exploded. It is amazing to the timing of what the Mexican president said. It is amazing to the timing about what's going on right now and how close it is to blackjack.